wants to curry favor with the police.
Objecting on speculation.
Could you?
Tell the jury what you mean by untrustworthy jail last night.
The snitch just wants to curry favor with the police, who in turn just wants a name with the snitch. That's what happened in Dana's case.
You also mentioned flaky identification procedures. Can you tell the jury more about that?
When the detective showed the robbery victim Dana's photo, there was no 6-photo montage, no double-blind procedure, just one photo. The suggested identification procedure was denial of due process.
You also described the work by the appointed defense counsel as ineffective assistance of counsel. Can you elaborate?
It was the defense attorney's job to bring forth a motion to suppress the flaky identification testimony, which they never got around to doing. It was also their job to track down, interview, and subpoena Dana's alibi witnesses, which they also neglected.
You mentioned misconduct on the part of the police or prosecutor.
Yes, there was a crystal clear Brady violation in this case.
Tell the jury what a Brady violation is.
A Brady violation is when exculpatory information is withheld from the defense.
Can you describe the Brady violation in this case?
Well, Warren recanted his false story about Dana being involved in the crime and named his true accomplice. The detective concealed this from Dana, which was denial of due process.
Are you appointed the prosecuting attorney Maud Templin?
Yes, she saw through the inconsistencies and injustices in Dana's case and signed the dismissal order.
Your Honor, may I have permission to approach the witness?
You may. Recall that you will wish to move freely about the court, which includes that you don't have to ask that question.
I am showing counsel Exhibit 6. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, prosecuting attorney Maud Templin sent this to me along with the dismissal order.
Tell the jury what it says.
Maud Templin is conveying her strong feelings of regret that it has taken so long for a just result to be achieved on Dana's behalf.
Your Honor, I would like to witness the evidence.
No objections.
It's admitted.
Did you ever have any dealings with Maud Templin before she took office?
Yes, I was one of the concerned citizens who met with her to discuss where the office had room for further improvement. I did give my support for her candidacy, but never financially or on the campaign trail.
Your Honor, I would like to publish Exhibit 6 to the jury.
You may.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may bar.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Stephenson, you agreed to take Dana Callis' case on appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. It was quite clear that she was innocent.
All right. I want to talk to you a little bit about reversible error. So when you appeal a case like Dana Callis', you can't appeal it on the basis that she is innocent,
I
correct?
am familiar with the concept of reversible error.
I was just asking, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So your appeal has to be based off of a specific error in the law, correct?
Yes, it does. You have to find where in the process of the justice system where it got off track and where it went off.
And in this case, your appeal was based in part on the shoddy work of Dana Callis' previous defense attorney. Is that correct?
It was also based off the exculpatory information, like
Ms. Stephenson,
identification.
I'm sorry, I was simply asking if part of your appeal was based off of the shoddy work of your previous defense attorney.
Yes, it was.
But now you faulted Dana Callis' original trial attorney for not calling Kelly Throckmorton as a witness. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you believe that Kelly Throckmorton is inherently untrustworthy, don't you?
Kelly Throckmorton has had a major change of heart in terms of where
Ms. Stephenson, I'm simply asking if you believe that Kelly Throckmorton is inherently untrustworthy. Yes or no?
No, I do not anymore.
So is your testimony that you do not believe that Kelly Throckmorton is inherently untrustworthy?
No, I do not.
One moment, please, Your Honor. Now you remember making a sworn statement before this trial, correct?
Yes.
counsel what has been previously marked as this witness's sworn and admitted statement. That's just
No objections, Your Honor.
Alright. So I am going to read, and I would appreciate it if you would follow along. We are on page 19, lines 7 through 10. Now, the cops want information from a snitch, who in turn wants a favor from the cops. It's a classic jailhouse snitch situation where police action is taken based on the words of an inherently untrustworthy person. Did I get that correct?
Because God forbid someone had a change of opinion on someone else.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm simply asking this witness, yes or no, if this is what's in her testimony. Did I read that correct?
That is what was in my testimony. The question you asked earlier was on my current opinion, not my opinion at the time of the testimony.
Thank you, Ms. Stephenson. So let's move on. Since you believe that Kelly Throckmorton is an inherently untrustworthy witness, would it be helpful to call a trial?
Yes, and she has been.
So you also found fault with Dana Callis' trial attorney for not having Val Britton testify about her alibi. Is that correct?
In general, someone's alibi witnesses should be present at the trial.
Ms. Stephenson, I'm simply asking, in this case, you faulted Dana's attorney for not bringing Val Britton forward to testify about the alibi, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. But you don't know if Dana's previous trial attorney looked into this alibi and concluded that it wasn't believable and decided not to present it to you or the jury, correct?
Well, she is an alibi witness.
Ms. Stephenson, I'm sorry, I don't think you understood my question. You don't know if Dana Callis gave this alibi to her previous attorney who decided not to present it to the jury and not to present it to you, correct?
Yes, theoretically, it is possible that this
Thank you, Ms.
alibi
Stephenson. Now, a jury was never given the opportunity to examine the credibility of Dana Callis' alibi, is that correct?
No, they were not.
Thank you. And this is because the newly elected prosecutor, Maude Templin, dismissed these charges, correct?
She did, yes.
Now, you know who Maude Templin is, correct?
I have met with her several times.
And you met with her, in fact, multiple times on the campaign trail to discuss ways where the office could be improved, correct?
The office always has ways it could be improved.
Ms. Stephenson, is that a yes?
Yes, it was.
Thank you. And you highlighted Dana Callis' case as one example of this, correct?
Yes, it had several systematic errors.
And then she ended up using the plaintiff's case as a forefront of her political campaign, correct?
Yes, she did.
And you verbally endorsed Maude Templin, is that right?
I do.
Okay. And soon after Maude Templin was elected, again, you met with her, correct?
As I said, I have met with her several times.
And then, after you met with her, she dismissed the case without so much as a brief, is that correct?
She reviewed the case,
I'm
and
simply asking, she dismissed the case without so much as a brief, is that correct?
yes,
Thank you. However, you even admit that you wish that you would have filed that dismissal order, correct?
well, it would be useful now.
And you even admit that you were a bit surprised that she immediately dismissed the case, correct?
It seems Dana's innocence was even more
Ms.
apparent to
Stephenson,
her
I'm
than it
simply
was to me.
asking if you were a bit surprised when the case was dismissed without so much as a brief, yes or no?
Pleasantly surprised.
And that's because this looks bad. You having multiple conversations with the prosecutor, correct?